What I am concerned about is the precedent it sets when you have an established developer community. Regardless of Mega Tokyo and Starfighter, the EVN community has been around and has been producing quality games for years, well before either Fred at Mega Tokyo or HamletMachine here were even aware of the genre. And one of the reasons I've been railing so hard about this topic is because I want people to accept that and embrace it rather than just say these are the standard bearers. Another conversation for another day. I'm not going to bother you guys with that now. But here we just come off the successful Dysfunctional Systems Kickstarter, and we got anybody who played Dysfunctional Systems 1 knows everything that they're trying to do for 2. They have a good idea of the effort that's going to be required to make this thing even a portion of the quality that the first one was. So you got your animators, you got musicians that need to be paid, you have the new artist that has to really ramp up their skills quickly. So their budget was within the line of the quality of their project. Even now, as I'm sitting here with the Starfighter Eclipse Kickstarter open in front of me, I don't see any explanation of this dollar is going to fund this. We do have a demo, and I was tempted because I thought the demo would actually be something worthwhile. So I was like, you know what? I may just review this demo just for fun. But the VN engine is it's not RenPy. And shout out to Tom, Tom. You do not realize the high quality of the RenPy engine and the novelty engine. The people who created the novelty engine, hats off to you guys. You guys don't realize that quality until you play something that's not made on either of those. Excuse me. Then when you play something on one of those, when you play something that wasn't developed on one of those, and you see just a drop in just the technical awareness of the engine, that's when you go, okay, Time is on it. Novelty developers are on it. They have a real working knowledge of creating a solid gaming engine. VN engine has a long way to go on that one. Nicest way I can say about it. But it's the demo, quote unquote. It's more of a alpha preview of the engine itself. It's not worth $70,000. And we don't get anything to see. Okay, this is why they need this money. So in the news, I asked, okay, why exactly is it $70,000? Is it for technical reasons? Is it to hire animators? Is it to get a soundtrack made? I was just throwing out the bare minimum questions of what I would take as an example of, okay, this is why we need this money. So with that being said, and you can read all of this in the news segment for the past week. I guess I'm going to start uploading it during the week now, midweek. We'll see. But someone was gracious enough to leave a comment and try to address my questions. The tag was Fruition Paper. Don't know who this is. I'm assuming they're new. It was a few days ago, but a day ago, to Fruition Paper. Thank you for your attempt. You've actually raised more questions than answers, but I appreciate somebody trying to answer my questions. So, here's what they said in response to my question. About the Starfighter VN, HamletMachine herself is an animator and has taken classes in animation as well as having worked for an animation/graphics studio professionally before she quit. As for the soundtrack, she did a Starfighter's music contest, which has passed, and a winner was announced. So she actually already has access to an entire full-length... Let me repeat that and hear this carefully. So she actually already has access to an entire full-length custom-made soundtrack to Starfighters. As for the Date Naito engine, that is a complete mystery to me. And her plans for the Starfighter VN as a commercial project or a free-to-play game is up in the air as well. If I had to make a bet, I'd bet you that HamletMachine will make it commercial because it'll be a steady source of income. Her webcomic is already available for free, and she currently only makes cash off of Starfighters on the merchandising. So why wouldn't she charge for the visual novel? That's my guess. That's a very educated guess, and I'm very tempted to go with you on it. But understand this. She herself is an animator. So she can do the animation herself. She has a soundtrack. She has the character model. She's also an artist, so she can take care of all the character sprites, anything that requires it herself. The engine, they're working in tandem on. They're partners. So if this is a commercial project, the guys behind Date Naito will get a portion of it if they're asking for money. There's no mention of voice actors. And it's the big guess right now is that it's going to be a commercial project. So, fruition paper, fans of Starfighter, human beings of all ages. Why is this $70,000? And again, she's going to make her money. I'm not concerned about changing anybody's mind. If it's your fandom, then fine. But from the Kickstarter and from what I'm reading here, you guys are paying her $70,000, more money than probably most of us make in a year. I would say, unless you just got it like that. I know I don't make $70,000 a year. We're paying her someone's yearly salary to make a game she literally can make for free and put a price tag on and get that later. Am I the only one that has an issue with that? If you had to hire outside help, if you had to pay people to do extra work to make your project a reality, like this Chan has to, like the guys who did, what was it, Broken Age? Like they had to, understandable. You got to pay the people, but you can't just promise them that the commercial project, once you put a price tag on it, it'll make back whatever you need to pay them. So you have to pay them right at the spot. I understand that budgeting for that. But when all the work technically is coming from you, and you're planning, and you're 9 times out of 10 planning to slap a price tag on it, which would be your payoff, why do you need a Kickstarter for it?